I want to bring in Boris Epshteyn right now. He is the Trump Presidential Inaugural Committee Communications Director and Trump-Pence Presidential Transition Senior Advisor. Boris, good to see you.
Good to see you.
Oh, God, what an exciting day and
Really
week. Oh, can you tell us anything about the speech?
Well, the speech is going to be wonderful. It's going to represent a lot of the messaging we've had throughout the campaign and the transition. Uniting together. Coming together as a country to move forward and being stronger, more secure, and employed as a country. And then, of course, just like the acceptance speech, the message of Donald J. Trump being president for all Americans. You
know, he spoke to Ainsley Earhardt yesterday on Fox News, and he said that he's going to start by thanking everybody, including thanking President Obama.
Well, of course, again, this is not a political moment anymore. This is a moment for our country to move forward, to come together and solve the problems we have as a united front.
Yeah, you say that, but tell that to the 60-plus who are boycotting the inauguration, right, guys?
And Kevin Corke yesterday in the President Obama's last press conference asked him about that. What about those Democrats who aren't going? And he punted. He didn't answer it. And I said yesterday, it is such a slap in the face to the nation that these individuals are not coming to the inauguration, that the president needs to get on the phone, the current president, and tell these Democrats to get in line and go.
That was the perfect opportunity for him to say, Michelle and I will be there. I'm encouraging all of my colleagues to go. Instead, he said, I'm not going to get into that. I'm not going to comment on that, but I will say this. The weather is supposed to be XYZ.
And what makes it worse is you have his chief of staff, Mr. McDonough, on the interview circuit this weekend, legitimizing the idea that you could question the illegitimacy of this presidency. And I think that's terrible for the country, for the Constitution. But, Boris, it's clear that President-elect Trump is focused on unity. Talk to us a little bit of how these events surrounding the inaugural festivities are going to help move that along.
Well, the events start today. The first event is laying the wreath at Arlington National Cemetery. What is that? Paying homage and honoring those who have given the ultimate sacrifice for our beautiful country, our wonderful democracy. And then we have the Make America Great Again celebration. Lee Greenwood, 3 doors down, completely free. All they have to do is show up. Toby Keith will be there, and then Donald Trump will make remarks today as president-elect at the Lincoln Memorial right behind us. It is going to be an exciting event. I've seen the production myself, done the walkthrough. It is something that no one wants to miss. And then tomorrow we go through the day. The traditional hallmarks, Blair House, the church service, the transfer of power hallmark of the coffee tea at the White House, and then, of course, the swearing in. Now, listen. Some Americans have opposing views, and that's their right. We have the First Amendment in this country. But our hope is that when people come to D.C., they look around, including the congressmen and women, and they say, you know what, let's stand together. Let's move beyond our divisions and come together for the betterment of our nation.
No, I want to ask you, though, that Caitlyn Jenner, a lifelong Republican, there are reports out that Caitlyn is coming to the inauguration. There's a story in the New York Post today from Richard Johnson that says that advisors for Mr. Trump, for President-elect Trump, are encouraging him to do a dance with Caitlyn Jenner at one of the balls. And, like, privately, we were talking about it, and it seems exceptional and brilliant if that would happen.
Is he going to dance with Caitlyn?
I'm not going to comment on any of those rumors, but we are encouraging all Americans to come. Every single person in America who can make it, who is allowed to make it, should be here because it's such a historic moment, the partisan transfer of power between one party to another. It doesn't just happen every 4 years. It's actually pretty rare.
And there's a real effort, it seems to me, from the Trump side to make this accessible to a lot of hardworking average Americans. Ticket prices are historically low. And
the inaugural balls is $50.
Yeah.
Ticket very low. And the Make America Great Again celebration is free. And, of course, the swearing in, you don't need a ticket. Just show up. Come to the mall and witness history.
So President-elect Trump revealed his reelection slogan. We're talking about reelection of 2020 already. It's Keep America Great. Does this show his confidence in his plans for a second term?
Oh, he's completely confident. We as his team are confident. I've been so honored to be part of this Presidential Inaugural Committee, and we know that we're planning for the next one already for 4 years from now.
What is he going to do after all of the pomp and circumstance is over? Because he said he wants to get right to work. Is he going to put in executive orders, taking away Obama's executive orders tomorrow?
Well, the executive orders are part of the plan, and also, of course, you have to signing those cabinet nominations as well. So those two are big parts of getting to work, and that's what this is all about.
All right, we'll be watching, Boris.
Thanks so much.
For
Great job,
us.
Boris. Thanks.
Boris Epshteyn joining us there.